If you're thinking about making the move to the Weddington, North Carolina area, and you've had your eye on new construction here in Weddington, the great town of Weddington, where I am right now, well, this video is for you. We're going to highlight the newest, most popular new construction community that has really just been released, and that is the Luna Estates community in Weddington, right on Weddington Matthews Road, Cox Road, and it did not take long for that to get gobbled up for buyers in the community. So if you're wanting to learn more about the Luna Estates community as well as new construction in general in the Weddington area, well, this video is for you because we're going to highlight that and so much more. Stick around. So if you missed the rush for new homes within the Luna Estates community, well, there are new plans of communities that are in the works through the town of Weddington that are still in the planning stages. We'll talk about those at the end. But jumping back to these Luna Estates homes, this gives us a little more information about what the demand looks like in Weddington, what the type of homes that obviously these went under contract before they've even been completed in their building. As you can see as we drive through the community, these 18 homes ranging anywhere from the 1.5 to 2 million range. We'll see more as they close because that doesn't include necessarily updates, upgrades on these large homes. And if you're paying in the 1.5 to 2 million, you're going to add on as you see fit for these 1 acre plus or minus lots in the Weddington area. So talking about Luna Estates in particular, this is as I mentioned, 18 home community built by the Toll Brothers builder, nationally publicly traded, higher end luxury style type of builder. And they've had a lot of interest in Weddington as of late. And this is their newest build that is on 29 acres. It has 3 different model homes ranging from about 4,000 square feet to a little over, not a little, about 5,200 square feet. So larger homes on just about an acre of land on the homes, which is right in line with what Weddington really has been known for as far as the 1 acre lots and having more of a rural feel. But what you'll notice with this community, we'll talk about in my overview of this community versus what's going to come moving forward, is the trees were not saved for this lot, for this community, and I think that's affected a lot of what's going to be coming moving forward. But what I will say about this and why it's so popular and why it went so fast, well, first of all, there's not a lot of them, so that definitely plays into how fast homes can go, supply and demand. You have as I've mentioned, the schools. You're right down the road from some of the best schools in North Carolina, right there on Weddington Matthews and Cox Road. So you're right in the heart of Weddington. You're close to the Weddington Racquetball Club. Drive down and you're at Town Hall. So you're right in the middle of Weddington. You have a price point that's still very attractive for the Weddington high-end buyer that comes into, because of all the things I mentioned, from that 1.5 to $2 million range. And you also have the quality build that you're going to see from Toll Brothers. So with all of those things built into it, we did see them go really fast, and that makes it really attractive for builders as they look to acquire lots in the Weddington and surrounding areas that you can get that buyer that's willing to pay a premium. So we've definitely found the sweet spot for the Weddington new construction price point here in Weddington. And with that, it's 1.5, anything right in that range, and it's going to give you a larger lot. You'll see some others that, like Twin Lakes, for example, priced there, if not somewhat higher, but have smaller lots. And so they're not going nearly as fast, or haven't. So definitely those are going to go fast. And it's also, the build is great with Toll Brothers, but it's the location that's absolutely driving the value. And Toll Brothers, to their credit, priced right where the market was telling them, and that's why they went so fast and they're able to still get a premium on those homes. But the reality is there will be more new construction popping up over time, but there will be more restrictions and guidelines that are going to be followed, especially in the planning phase for these new builds. And we're seeing that especially as these new builds come before the town, that they're not just going to let any builder come in and build without going through a very rigorous process in order to get approved and move forward. Because as you can see looking through the layout of the Luna Estates, the trees and some of the things that Weddington's really known for are not present in this community. Now, I will say there's going to be no question that it is going to be a gorgeous community, and there'll be trees planted, and it's very typical for communities to have trees planted, and starting a new community and planning it out and being able to lay out where things go. But what you are going to see moving forward is much more natural space that's conserved or preserved for trees that have already been here, and just really keeping with the landscape that Weddington's built on, and communities moving forward being required to have more natural preserved green space. And I think that will definitely see more challenges for getting more homes on lots, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's just the reality. So as these new communities pop up, you're going to see a change in the type of communities or the layouts than what you're seeing in Luna Estates. I think this is going to be not one-off, but just a rare moving forward type of community where it's completely cleared and you start building homes on top of it. Well, if you enjoy content like this, and we're not finished yet, and you'd like to continue getting updates and new perspective on areas like Weddington, surrounding areas, definitely click the button below. You're happy. I'd love if you followed us to get the latest on things going on. I'm Steve Jarrell with the Longleaf Group at eXp Realty here in Weddington, and I'd love if you followed, but also love if you reached out. All of our information, my information, is below. You can click a button, schedule a one-on-one super quick overview. Love to chat with you. So let's do it. With all that said, let's jump back in. So if you're watching this, you possibly are interested in relocating to Weddington or new construction. And as you can tell from this video, if you are looking to move to Luna Estates, well, that one's checked off the list as far as a possibility. Currently, there'll be some resales eventually. But what we can see from this is that there's pent up demand for new construction in the area. That's a no-brainer, but I can share that there are, as I've teased earlier, some new developments that are in the process. I'm getting attacked by a bee. There are some new developments in the works through the planning phase with the Town of Weddington. You can see that even on their website where things are in the process. The first of the new builds, new construction, I say new builds, but it's still in the process, and that is, as you can see here, the Town of Weddington's going through the process with none other than Toll Brothers, which is acquired land right on Weddington Waxhaw Road, a little farther down, not far from the current space of the Luna Estates, but another build that's popping up with more opportunities. And this new community is 46 homes, Morris Farm, as I mentioned, right off of the Weddington Matthews Road as well. It is another Toll Brothers community, and while nothing is promised or guaranteed whatsoever, as Toll Brothers knows with the Deal Lake project, that new community that was shut down late 2025, that not everything is guaranteed, even if it looks to make sense, doesn't always make sense from the community standpoint. So there are still hurdles to jump through, no matter how much we may want new construction, or I should say buyers may want new construction. That doesn't mean that it's going to pass. It has a very rigorous test and procedures and documents and steps that every builder has to go through, and they're still going through it. But at 46 homes, you can tell, first of all, it's twice the size over twice the size of what Luna Estates is on 1-acre homes. I haven't determined yet if it's going to be on, for example, septic or county water. That's a whole nother world in the Union County area of the ability for sewer and capacity, but Luna Estates is on county water and county sewer. Whether or not the other builds are going to be on their own individual septic is yet to be determined, but this build is still in the stages of being approved or disapproved. We should hear something soon. I'll keep you up to date on that. And that leads us to our other opportunity coming up that's also kind of running neck and neck in terms of development and going through the process. And that's the next one we'll talk about. And the other build that's still in the planning phases, it's actually earlier than the Morris Farm construction project that's in planning, is the formerly known as Belleview community, which is now going to be called Grandview, which is, I'm interested to see how this comes along because it's at such a prime location at Weddington Road and Ray Road. So you're a little closer to the dining options and things going on. I think that's going to be a very popular area. The number of homes hasn't been disclosed, but this is also going to be a prime opportunity for buyers to get in. Price points obviously haven't been announced, but we've already set the tone for where the demand is for Weddington, where the style of homes or what the style of homes that are demanding. So it's definitely going to be in that $1 million+ price range, of course, and it's going to present itself to the buyers at a premium level. So we're early on, but as we can tell from the Luna Estates, now is the time if you're looking. So although it's early in the process with these communities, as we can tell from the Luna Estates, all 18 homes going under contract and off the market way before they even finished. In some cases, in most cases, even started building the homes. Now is a good time to start that search, start that inquiry, working with a professional that can help you along the way and keep you in the loop of what's going on, especially in these areas like Weddington and the surrounding communities. With all of that said, keeping an eye on the market is the right thing to do for any buyers. I'm Steve Jarrell with the Longleaf Group at eXp Realty, and I love helping people just like you every day. So if this was helpful to you, if you want to learn more about Weddington, the surrounding areas, make sure to reach out. If this was helpful, or even if you didn't like some things, or you have comments, definitely share those below. There's a lot of pieces of Weddington that people have opinions on, and I love hearing them, especially in the area, a town that I love. So share those below, and until next time, I'll see you then.